Hey there everybody, today we're bringing you this new video. We're going to be replacing this screen on this iPhone X. As you can see, all it's doing is just flashing. It is damaged, so we're just going to go ahead and replace that. You're going to want to go ahead and start off by removing the two bottom screws underneath. This is what holds the screen down along with all the clips along the side. So just go ahead, take those out, put them in a place where you know you're going to find them at later. And then just get your pry tool around the frame. Don't go a little bit too in with your pry tool, just along the edges. You're going to want to pry up evenly. That way you're able to remove the screen. Now these phones, instead of folding upwards, you're able to fold them off to the side. Don't fold them all the way. It's recommended at a 90-degree angle. So be very careful with that. You don't want to tear a connector or anything. And then we're going to go ahead and start off by removing these screws that hold this bracket down. This bracket actually holds down all the connectors, like your back camera, front camera, your screen connector, charging port connector, battery connector. It holds all those down, so this bracket is very important. All these screws are different sizes, so you are going to want to organize them in the way that you will remember they should go back into. Once you do that, you can go ahead and take it off, you can remove it, and then you can get to the connectors that you need to disconnect. We're going to disconnect the battery connector. After that, we're going to disconnect our proximity connector along with our screen connectors. And once you've made sure that all the connectors that you need are freed, we can go ahead. What we do here in this case is all the phones have a water resistant seal that goes along the edges. We take off the old water resistant seal and replace it with a new water resistant seal. Now the important key here is it is a water resistant seal. Most places out there, you know, don't replace the seal after replacing the screen. We replace it so that way it works a little bit more better. Now, like I said, it is important that you know that this is a water resistant seal. It's not a waterproof seal. The difference being that waterproof essentially means it is 100%, you know, water resistant. It'll defend against the water no matter what. Water resistant, on the other hand, if you splash it, it won't do any damage. So once that's done, we've already gone ahead, remove the screws to the proximity. Like I said, all these screws are different sizes, so you will have to be careful. And here what we're doing is we're copying the information to the chip that's on the screen. That's important. Most places don't really do it, but the reason we do it is it helps the touch run a lot more smoother than it should. Also, it helps activate the True Tone on your screen. So we go ahead and copy that information, and then we apply it onto your brand new screen. Now this replacement looks pretty easy. Most of the times it can be a little bit frustrating. If you feel like you're up to it yourself, you know, by all means go for it. If you feel like you aren't, if you feel like you can't pull it off on your own, there will be a link down in the description below that you can go ahead and click. As long as you are within any of the 50 states of the US, you could send us your device through the mail. It is usually worked on a 12 to 24 hour period when it arrives, and then we mail it back to you. So like I said, it's only applied to the 50 states within the US. Go ahead and click that link down below if you are interested, or if you are in the Phoenix area. We do have 3 stores locally, one in Glendale, one in Phoenix, and then one in South Phoenix, that we can help you out if you are in the area. So here we're just going to go ahead and put the proximity sensor on the new screen. Be sure that you put everything back the way it was. Don't force anything in. Everything should fit back into place. And then just be sure that you put in all the screws to hold it down. Okay, and once that's done, just be sure that everything before finally putting the screen on is in place like it should. Now before putting the screen on, we're going to go ahead and we are going to put on the brand new water resistant seal. Like I said, this is the water resistant seal. It's not a waterproof seal. It won't make your phone waterproof. It'll only protect it against small splashes. Like if you get like a little raindrop or something on your screen, it'll protect it against that. So that way there's no water that seeps into your phone. So that just makes sure that everything fits where it's supposed to go. Just make sure that the seal is hitting all four edges. And then just smooth it on down. That way it sticks 100% to the frame. So you just peel back this plastic. It does have plastic that goes over the back of it, just so you know you don't stick it onto yourself. It does have the holes that match up to the cameras, which makes it a little bit easier in positioning it. Once that's done, just go along the edge very carefully. You don't want to pull up too quick because you can pull up the seal if it's not fully adhered to the bottom of the frame. All right, now that that's done, you could go ahead and move on to your next step by putting on the new screen. Be sure that all the connectors that you put back aren't in the way of anything else. You don't want to, accidentally tear a connector or anything around there. So just make sure that all your connectors are properly placed. Be sure that they click in 100%. And then once that's done, you're going to want to go ahead and put on that bracket that I talked about earlier, so that way it holds down all those connectors and nothing gets back loose. So like I said, this does look like a pretty simple repair. If you want, we are, like I said, in the Phoenix area. 3 stores across Phoenix, 1 in Glendale, 1 in South Phoenix, 1 in Phoenix. You can go ahead and walk in. We accept walk-in customers, and it's a same-day repair. Or if you are in a different state, as long as you are within any of the 50 states of the US, you can mail it into us by clicking that link down below in the description. The repair takes about 12 to 24 hours when it does arrive, and then it's shipped back to you. So if you have any questions, feel free, leave it in the comments section down below. If you have any concerns, if you like the video, please subscribe, share the video. That way it helps you or anybody that you know if they have a similar repair to this. If they don't know what to do, don't know where to go, this does help you out, and this also helps us out to put out more content like this, so that way you are well informed of any repairs that are like this. So once that's done, you can go ahead and put on the bottom screws. Be sure that you place down on the frame, and that's it. So yeah, like I said, any questions, comments, please leave them down below. We are very grateful for any of the feedback that you guys give us. And yeah, we hope that this video was informative.